Alright, welcome to my little test cube. As you can see, it's a very bright place and made from flat walls, so that you can clearly see what's going on, what's going to be happening. Today we're going to test and show you how atmosphere is sealed in the frame. So yeah, I don't have any frames. Let me just spawn some. There we go. It's a 5 by 5 by 5 room. As you can see, it's a minus 80 degrees. We're on Europa, so that it's going to be easier to show you the temperatures. Right. Let's see. Yeah, let's have the frame placed here. Should be good enough. Now we need some steel sheets to actually seal the frame completely. There we go. Presumably a frame creates, a sealed frame creates atmosphere of the planet, and not only creates, it pretty much maybe even replaces. I'm not sure, since the air is moving, then I can assume the atmosphere got pushed into adjacent blocks. Right, now what we need is some pipe network. I think I had some pipes, just some of them. Right, so let's have some. Should be enough, right?
Jetpack on.
It's gonna take some time, so I'll just speed it up. Alright, this is our test cube. Let's call it like that. The pipes are empty at the moment, so we're just gonna use some passive vents to allow some air from the room inside those pipes, and then we're gonna see how the air inside those pipes behave depending on which side of the frame are the pipes located on. Right? Quick speed up. Okay, as you can see, the air is flowing into the through the passive vents into the pipes. Now we have pipes filled with the air from the room, which is roughly 140 kPa at minus 80 degrees. Now the trick is to actually deconstruct those passive vents so that we do not have movement of air into the room and out and from the room. Alright, this should be enough. Now, if I'm correct, and I think I am, the air in some of those pipes should start cooling down into the planet's atmosphere, which is Europa's minus 140 degrees roughly. So let's see what's going on with the pipes. Alright, one more thing. This is north, which is towards the planet, and this is south, which is towards the sun. Yeah, north, south, east, west. Yeah, yeah. All right. And let's see what's going on with the air. This one's already cooling down, despite no external cooling. This one's seems to be cooling down as well. This one's cooling down as well. This one's cooling down as well. And the one above is stable. And the one below is also cooling down. So as you can see, five, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 sides out of 6 in a cube on a sealed frame interact with the pipe inside pipes placed on the frame's edge, which can be a nuisance on Europa if you're running pipes along your frames, and you're trying to set up a filtration or God forbid some temperature control, in which case pipes like these will mess up your entire atmosphere. And if you connect it to a passive vent, it's going to actively cool down the air in your room, which also happens if you connect a canister container, and place a canister inside, because canisters mounted on a mount will equalize temperature with the room they're placed in. So that's just one cube. Now let me do a quick speed up and set up another cube. We're gonna place one right next to it. Pretty much move the entire cube one block next to it. All right? Be right back. All right. Additional warning: if you place a sealed frame in your room and then deconstruct it, there's a big chance you're gonna have a very nasty surprise. In form of a cube filled with a very cold atmosphere. I'm not sure about that though. Alright, there we go. This time was simply set up just to speed up the process. Now we're gonna seal the frame, and well, actually no. First we're gonna deconstruct those active vents so we don't actively cool down the room inside. The pipes are filled with the air from the room as previously. Oh, ouch. Yeah, so, see? Fun stuff. Alright. Not a problem. We're alive and kicking. Anyway. Back to the test. Now let's see how it all works out. So, last time the frame was to the right, and there was like 5 walls actively cooling down, 5 edges actively cooling down the air in the pipes. Now we moved the entire frame to the left, and let's see what's going on. And where are the battery? Yeah, should be good. Now, let's see. Now, this side is already cooling down quite rapidly. Now, this side is not. This is the same side from this frame. So as you can see, we can already see it's a checker pattern or something like that. This one's still cooling down, and this one is not. So it's like it's as if the air, the pipe, was not in the frame. The one below, this one's free. This one's not cooling down. If I remember correctly, the one on the side was cooling down. And this one's not cooling down as well. So you can see how far-fetched the frame can be. Not only does it move in the checker pattern from side to side, but now I'm going to build the same frame above one tile and see how this one works out compared to the previous one. Right? Be back in a few. Alright, we got the frame set up. I already filled the pipes with the air. Now let's seal the frame carefully. Hopefully I'm not going to be pushed back. Just slightly. It wasn't so dangerous this time, but still. Alright, and now let's see what's going on. I don't even remember what's going on the frame below. So let's see what's going on in here. So this air is already cooling down. This one is stable. This one's cooling down. This one is stable. And this one's cooling down. I presume this one's going to be stable or something. Nope, it's cooling down. So, yeah, it's you'll never know. You'll never know which one is which, because as you can see, the configurations change when you move sideways and upwards. So you can never rely on pipes placed on frames. Now imagine you got a radiator on it, or a passive vent. Now this cold air in here is going to be actively cooling down your room. Now with a room as big as this, you may not notice it, at least not initially. It's going to take some time before it cools down completely. But if you have a room, a small room, a small 3x3 hydroponics room on Europa, it's gonna be pretty annoying when you come back from your mining excursion and come back to a hydroponics cool down to, let's say, 10 degrees Celsius and having all your plants killed. The solution is to actually create pipes one grid next to a frame. That way it's going to interact with the room or outside. That all depends how cold you want to have the atmosphere, the air in the pipes. Or I haven't tested the setup with the walls yet, but I'm trying to keep the pipes away from frames and the edges of frames and walls. That way, at least I'm absolutely sure that nothing is cooling it down unless I want to cool it down. So that's how frames work right now in Stationeers. Hope that helps.